Justin Leroy.
Mike here.
All right, and you tuned in for another episode of High Five Pop. All right, today we are talking about a bunch of new pops basically that came out for the New York Toy Fair, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, tons of them. Michael's gonna actually go down like a list of like all the different sets that have come out so far, and then we're each gonna like talk about which ones out of all those sets we thought that looked the coolest. All right, so Michael, you go ahead and
Well, I
take it off.
mean, there's a lot, obviously. That's what happens when the stuff comes out. I mean, you got it from like sports to music to, television shows, um, animes, just a lot of stuff. Some of them, Yu Yu Haka, Dragon Ball Z, ones that are coming out. Um, the NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Migos. There's Post Malone. God, I don't know why they did that, but okay. Um, then a lot of the MLB pops, television shows. You got what? Office, Cheers, Billionaires. It's just a bunch.
Yeah, he could literally fill up this whole episode with just all the pops
Yeah.
that came out. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna just start off. Then I think we'll just talk about which ones we like the most from that were announced coming out.
So I'm gonna start it off this time. My first one is Castlevania. That's a game that we played, I think, quite a bit. Especially starting off on Game Boy. I think it was Game Boy Advance is where we started off playing Castlevania and stuff like that. And when it just started getting further in, and
yeah, I think it was until
PS4
Symphony of the Night that really is when I started really getting into it, because that's like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Also, it's the only one that I actually managed to get all the way through and beat.
Right.
Because those games are so fucking hard.
They're challenging in a way. It's just like Metroid. But going into my second one, and I mean, you've seen it. I've talked about the Shinron, and this when I saw, I was like, oh my god, we definitely need to get this, and it's gonna be at Hot Topic. It's the Mechian Dragon, Pergama. Is how I think you say it. Obviously, I might be corrected, obviously, with comments and whatever, but the Mechian Dragon, that's fucking awesome. Like, you have Shenron already, and then the fucking... pardon my language, I don't know if we're allowed to cuss on here, but who cares? But Dragon Ball Z in general is one thing that I absolutely love. Going into my third one, and this is just because, I don't know, I like, it's Kiss. Especially playing, I think it was Tony Hawk Underground 2 or something like that. You go to like, one of the things that you can like do is like the skate park, and it's like the Kiss concert, basically like that. And if I remember correctly, like you had to get up to like so many points or do like some, like a couple things, and then like you would actually like activate like a Kiss concert basically, and it was like, that was like awesome for me as a kid to watch. And
so for my first set that I am really looking forward to actually is they have new Simpson pops. They actually not even that long ago had announced some Simpson pops that are also coming out. Some of the like side characters, a lot of the minor characters in there that no one really cares about. But then for this New York Toy Fair, they came out with some of these other like alternate characters or some of the other like main ones, like the Bart, Homer and whatnot. But particularly out of the sets that I know I for sure I want to get is that they have Radioactive Man and they have a Bart Man. Maybe the Homer and the Moo, just so I can have a Homer pop. But yeah, those ones for sure. I definitely want those. I missed out when they first came out with the first set of like the main characters, and now like we already talked about, they're ridiculously expensive. Not likely I'm ever going to see one in my collection. So definitely want to get my hands on some of those. Then after that, there's like a bunch of different animes animes and animation ones they've announced. But for sure, like I'm thinking, the My Hero Academia ones that they have coming out, the newer ones, they look pretty cool. A lot of them are in like dynamic poses, or like their power up mode and stuff like that. I saw like Deku, they have one when he's like powering up to like his 100% or whatever. That looks really cool. Then for my last one, I was going to talk about is another anime. They have a Yu Yu Hakusho set coming out. I probably would want just about everything in that set, just except for the chick. I can't remember the one that's on the broom. For some reason, I can't think of her name. Probably not that much interest, but particularly I thought that would look cool. That all of them, it's not just the plain like kind of like wooden stances. They actually have them all in like dynamic poses. Like you have, of course, the main character Yusuke. He's got a spirit gun pose and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's definitely the top three I'd say right now that I'm looking forward to trying to get a hold of when the when I get my chance.
To collect them and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I think both of us together, like this is, I mean, obviously I know I've gone back and watched more and more episodes of The Office. I mean, I love that show. I love when they fuck with Dwight. That is most hilarious. One of my favorite things was when they did the Asian Jim.
You're not Jim. Jim's not Asian.
You seriously never noticed? Hey, hats off to you for not seeing race.
That was hilarious.
They made him think that the whole time he was just Asian.
Oh my!
It's like, what are you doing? Like, who are you? Like, what are you talking about, man? It's like, I've always been here, but you're not. Jimmy Range is just like, oh man, this is so progressive. You for not noticing this until now.
Right.
I love that shit.
Yeah, I love. I mean, I think we're definitely like both of us together. I also want to collect that as well. But
yeah. But that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Of course, we like to thank you all for sharing, and subscribing. Maybe also check out a Patreon link we got down below. Check out other episodes, of course, we got on this channel. We have my box office predictions and recaps I do at the beginning and end of the week. And then on Wednesdays, besides this show, we also have another new show called Old Canceled Misfits I do, where I review old canceled TV shows. But yeah, be great to help if you guys can check out our other content. But that's it for us today. Goodbye.
And I did you want to say goodbye too?